Hey, everybody, welcome to Kame House Party. I'm Aaron.
And I'm Vince.
It is the only improv comedy Dragon Ball podcast in the entire universe. Neil deGrasse Tyson said, yes, I agree with this. And we're like, you're a jerk, but thank you for that confirmation. We're attempting to watch every episode and iteration of Dragon Ball, one episode at a time, and then we get together on these microphones to talk about it for you, the listening audience. Thank you for coming. This is a party, and we're gonna let you through that threshold very, very soon. The sun's not quite down yet. We're still setting up the buffet because before we can start the podcast proper, we have to do a little something called Kame housekeeping to get everyone ready for the journey ahead. And the first order of Kame housekeeping is the world famous. You know, we're not universe famous yet. You'd think we'd get that soon.
Broadcasting limitations, that's all. We haven't gotten the Kame House Party satellite up and running yet.
But we got to start with the world famous UN-sanctioned 1 minute roundup. Whoop chip sound.
I don't know, Jason. We are high up on this mountain, and
Yep, I'm waving back and forth because it's there's barely a foothold on here. We could fall at any moment.
But you're sure that you saw my dog climb this mountain?
Yep, I saw Sparky climb the highest mountain, which is what we're on, and again, about to fall off of if we're not too careful. He's definitely up here. Start looking.
All right, well, I'll start looking the minute I can get off of this hold. But, hey, Jason?
Yes, Barnaby?
I just want to say that if I die before we find my dog...
Hush, don't.
If I lose my life and I fall into this ravine before we find my dog...
No, don't let go of the hold to wipe your tears.
Oh, I let go... Ah!
Oh, no! I wasn't...
Marry my wife!
Oh, God. Sparky! I was... At least I'm vindicated. I'm so happy. I'm so happy Sparky's here. I'm crying. Let me wipe these tears. Oh, no! Sparky, marry his wife!
I've done it. Sparky has defeated the humans who have kept him in chains for decades.
And see. Ooh, we broke some cardinal rules there.
We did. We did indeed.
But I think to great effect.
Look, we're both outside of the UCB jurisdiction, so they can't come after us.
Yeah. We've got improv-matic immunity.
Oh shit, that's my new improv team name.
We can't go to comedy jail. This isn't even our country.
This is my comedy country.
But look, some of you might be confused if you're new here. Like, what was that? Why did you suddenly turn into cowboys who were very bad at spelunking? So the beginning of the 1 minute roundup is where we do an improvised Western theme scene to loosen or tighten the improv muscles for the comedy and episode ahead. And then that leads us into the 1 minute roundup proper, which is where one of us, this time Vince, has to summarize everything that has happened in Dragon Ball up to this point. We're talking the entirety of the original Dragon Ball. We're talking 47 episodes of Dragon Ball Z. That's so much to cram into a minute, but we've been doing it for years. We're just okay at it. And I have to ask you, Vince, the big question. Are you ready to round up?
Yes. I am ready, and I'm going to go right now. So Dragon Ball is about Goku. He's a little monkey boy, turns into a monkey man. He has a lot of adventures as a kid that happen in Dragon Ball. He fights the Red Ribbon Army. He collects some magic Dragon Balls. His friend Oolong the Pig wishes for panties. He fights his master in disguise. He loses 2 out of 3 Tenkaichi tournaments, and he wins 1 against Piccolo Jr., the son of his worst arch nemesis that killed Krillin all the way back in those days. Then, 5 years after he defeated Piccolo Jr. in the tournament, Goku has a son named Gohan. And he's married to Chi-Chi. They have a lovely life together. Then Gohan's brother Raditz comes from space. He's like, hey, we're part of the Planet Brokers. You're going to join me. And he's like, no, I'm not. Piccolo kills everybody. And then Goku dies. He goes to trains with King Kai. He learns a bunch of techniques. 2 more Saiyans land on Earth, Vegeta and Nappa. And then they fight and kill all Goku's friends. Goku shows up after running Snake Way, defeats them. Now, in order to bring them back, they have to go to Namek, where Piccolo's from, and get the Dragon Balls. But Goku's been hurt so badly that he can't go. So Krillin and Gohan and Bulma go to Namek. Now they're encountering Frieza Force, and it's bad. Shit is bad. Nameks are cool.
That was some Micro Machines, man, stuff.
They're gonna bring Micro Machines back, all right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna be the Micro Machines man. And then we're gonna do the whole thing where it's like I'm we have the meats guy. And then you'll be.
I'm involved in this.
Yeah. Because you're gonna be I can't hold on. What is it? Bob's Burgers.
Oh, you're saying so? Okay, so the situation you're pitching is that you become a Ving Rhames like character, but for Micro Machines,
right?
And then eventually, Ving Rhames, you'll either tire of it or the contract's up, and then they'll bring me in.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Perpetual motion machine.
Both times we're getting paid, baby.
Hell yeah, we all get paid.
I'll be the mellower Micro Machines man.
Yeah. It's the campaign refresh. It happens every 6 to 9 months.
Mm-hmm. Hey, these are Lynn, these are very small cars. Look at them. They're just so tiny and cute. They don't need to be this small. And I'm going to go on a limb and say that's part of their charm.
Hey, Bobby.
Hey, Teddy, I'm just doing this Micro Machines ad.
Oh, those cars are really small, Bob.
That's why they're called Micro Machines, Teddy. It's inherent in the name.
Bob, don't swallow those.
I sprinkle them on a burger. Okay, burger off the dome, as the kid as Luis said once.
New burger. Mm-hmm. Let me try it.
Oh no,
Bobby,
Teddy,
I'm choking.
Teddy, you're supposed to take small. It's the micro.
Oh, Bobby, I'm choking.
Please don't. Okay, I need to tell you the name of the burger. You can't die yet, Teddy.
Oh, okay. Hurry up, Bobby.
It's the Micro McGreens burger. Parentheses comes with microgreens and Micro Machines.
Oh, that's a great name, Bobby.
All right. I'm doing the Heimlich. Lynn, we're doing the Heimlich. See. Very good, Teddy.
I've been working on my Teddy.
Wavering on the bob here and there.
It felt good. I liked your Bob's energy was perfect.
I definitely have the rhythm because that's just me in general.
I could hear the mustache growing on your face.
I mean, I already have one, but it did get thicker.
Exactly.
And the rest of the beard got thinner.
Oh.
But look, this is the Bob's Burgers podcast. Not yet.
Not yet.
We might do that big swing. But we do have to swing into to me telling you why we did the 1 minute roundup, all those minutes ago. It's so in case you're new to Dragon Ball, this podcast, to this world, maybe you're a little baby. It's to catch you up on everything we've covered so far. So you don't have to go back and listen to our old episodes. You don't have to go back and watch all of Dragon Ball, though a lot of you do, and we thank you for it. Y'all are crazy, and we love it. And now we must move on to the next part of Kame Housekeeping, which is where we let you know that Vince and I watched 2 different versions of the episode. I watched the English subtitled version with the original Japanese language, and Vince watches the English dub version. And we do this because that's just what we do. We've done it since the before time. And our offspring, when they take over the podcast, we'll do this. And also it's fun. There's differences Some things might get lost in translation or change for various reasons, and it's fun to compare and contrast those differences. And the first difference is usually the title. Vince, will you please give us that episode title for your English dub?
The English title for episode 47 or 48 of Dragon Ball Z, The Hunted.
Ooh, that's ominous.
Very ominous.
Mine is less ominous, but still, it can be somehow less but more dominous. But I'll let you be the judge. For the title of episode 48 of Dragon Ball Z, the Japanese title, roughly translated, is Gohan in Peril. A pursuing Dodoria summons death.
All right. I mean, lengthy but descriptive.
As is the want of the Japanese title.
I mean, more so that it stays on track. Sometimes the Japanese titles, they are lengthy and descriptive of things that do not occur in the episode.
I do like that there aren't spoilers in this either.
Very nice, yes. Spoiler free.
Yeah, Dodoria's up to he's up to no good. And I guess we'll get right into it. So when we last left off, Dodoria was about to beat up the elder Namekian for blowing up the scouters. Right before we get into that fight, Frieza stops him and says, hey, you should kill these 3 young ones first. The young ones meaning the very cool, very strong Nameks that we saw last episode. And he does it really fast. It's brutal. It's super hard to watch. One gets a hand all the way through the chest. You see that purple blood.
Yeah, that was Capo.
Mm-hmm. And then he uses a breath weapon to straight up turn a dude into a fire.
That was Tunic.
I forgot. Yeah, they died so fast I forgot to name them.
You forgot their names.
It's been a week.
I know it's been a week. I had them side by side in my notes from last week, so I had their names on hand.
The third one,
Vesto.
Mm-hmm. Vesto gets a headbutt into a wall.
Oh, it's rough.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of purple blood.
If you had your druthers, well, clearly the druthers would to be not to die. But if you had to go out in one of the 3 ways, which one are you picking? Who do you think got out the lightest?
Definitely Capo. Like Capo, I think one of the things that we should mention is if you're like when you go back and watch, you'll see that Dodoria is so fast that he leaves a bunch of after images so that you can't tell where he's coming from, and then he'll just appear behind you. And he appeared behind Capo and rammed his hand through his heart. So I'm assuming that was the least painful. And that's the one I would pick to go out that way. Because Tunic, the guy in the blue, yeah, he burned up in flames.
Oh, that's a very painful and horrifying death.
Yeah, I ruled that one out immediately.
I'm gonna say headbutt. I think that's faster. I feel like because I think the arm through the chest, I think you're still conscious for a bit.
That's probably true.
I mean, but definitely not. People don't burn up in flames.
Yeah, please don't burn up in flames.
Don't try any of these things at home.
It's that time of year. Monitor your space heaters.
Oh God, yeah. Fuck.
Yeah, I think we got an actual PSA right now.
Yeah. Like don't don't put it on wood, I think is one of them.
And don't leave it unattended. Like don't leave it on when you're not at home.
Yeah, keep it unplugged. I think we talked about it before we recorded the episode, but there's a lot of action and there's a lot of death in this episode. This might be a no goose episode.
It could become a no goofs episode. So I hope you like that Bob's Burgers scene in the up top.
I hope I hope you feel like that's the epitome of comedy because that might be it for this one, folks. So after all of this, the elder says, "All right, I'll give you the Dragon Balls, but you have to promise not to hurt these kids." And in mine, at least, Frieza doesn't agree to that. But the elder goes off to get the ball anyway. Like you just see Frieza. He doesn't say anything.
Oh.
He nods up, but does not do the nod down for the confirm. It was a definite like, what's up? Head up. And again, I played this a few times. So, Elder, what are you doing? He didn't say yes. He didn't agree to anything. Not that you can trust his word.
So they took that in a little bit of a different direction in mind. The Elder is like, okay, I'll give you the Dragon Ball. Just agree to leave peacefully. Like, just leave us in peace. Go away. And Frieza does say, like, you hear Frieza say, sure. Or something like that.
Oh, I don't. Look, is this Elder voice?
Sure.
Okay. Just a Kame.
It's another gravelly Kame. Yep.
Gravelly Kame. Ugh. Nope, that's not gonna fly.
You sound like a ghoul.
That's not gonna fly on the old lyrics. We're not gonna do that.
Just I would say go deep. Just go a little deep.
Ooh, I'll try.
Just don't put me to sleep.
You know I'm a mid.
Don't go so deep you put my ass to sleep, please.
I was gonna cut this out, but this is definitely leaving in now. Look, Frieza, I'm not, that sure wasn't very reassuring. I could, if I can, hey, Namek lawyer, get over here. He was hiding, sorry.
Oh, hello. I'm the Namekian lawyer.
So, just confirm we have a verbal agreement with Frieza in exchange for my Dragon Ball. He's not going to hurt anyone. These are my terms. Frieza, do you agree to this in front of this lawyer?
Sure.
Hey, Namekian lawyer, I think his hands were behind his back. Could you make sure they're not, like, his fingers aren't crossed?
You want me to go over there?
You're the lawyer. You have to confirm that. Legally. Per Namek law.
Per Namek law, I must confirm.
Confirm those fingies.
Excuse me, Frieza, was it? I would just need to,
Lord Frieza, you can call me.
Lord Frieza, I just need to double confirm that you will honor your word. As per Namekian law, we are a verbal contract society.
Look, I'm facing you directly. My fingers definitely aren't crossed. And, sure, I won't hurt anyone. Eyebrow waggle. You're trying to look behind me. I don't appreciate that.
Forgive me, Lord Frieza, just typical Namekian customs. I'm sure you're not aware. But
just show him come on, hands up. Let's get going.
Would you calm down? I'm trying to keep these kids alive.
No, you're right. It's a tense situation.
And put those finger guns away.
All right, I'll holster them. Boop boop.
Yes. Excuse the intrusion, Lord Frieza, but everything seems to be in order. I'm going to fly away now. Bye.
Okay. He didn't fly back into the house. He straight up flew away. I'm using my supervision that I definitely have. Oh, he's off planet.
I didn't know Namekians could fly that fast. Did you, Lord Frieza?
That's the first time I've seen it. Yeah, he, wow. I didn't know that either. He really flew. And there was paperwork he's supposed to do. So technically, this is still not binding. Not another lawyer around. Can we do it's going to take him a few days. Can we reschedule this hostile takeover for a few days? Is that cool?
Lord Frieza, will that be of your liking?
Okay, you're squinting very hard at me. You know what? I'm freaking out. Your will's too strong. I'm just going to agree to these terms and assume everything's on the level. I'll be back. Okay. Kids, everything's fine. Don't worry.
Are you sure?
Yeah, no one's going to get shot in the back. Don't worry.
Okay, well, Cargo and I are just a little nervous.
It's fine. You're definitely going to live. All right, where did I put it? All right. Okay. Here it is. No specifics, just general meandering.
And
see. I blanked. I don't know what's in a Namek home.
Yeah, look, top of the intelligence. We don't know what's in a Namekian home. Never been in one.
One day.
One day when we get off this stinking rock.
I was going to say, if they can have Super Nintendo World in Japan, they gotta.
Yeah.
Can I go visit? I don't want to visit the Shire in New Zealand. I want to visit Namek in Japan. I want to visit
Namek Land.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, can we just... Oh, wait, never mind. I was going to say, can we just go see the set for the live-action Dragon Ball movie? Is that close enough to Namek? And then I realized Namek's not in that movie. And then I realized further that nothing is in that movie, and we should move on.
There's got to be some Unilad video that's like, this man built Namek in his backyard.
Oh, hell yeah. Look, but we don't do research. That's the thing we have to... We've been bad about talking about up top. We don't do research. So if you know what Unilad video Aaron is talking about, please send it in to kamehousepartypod@gmail.com. # KSP research in the subject heading, and then we will read it on air. We think life is more fun when you don't Google every freaking thing.
We'll see how that plays out. We have to, again, remind everyone that Goku's on his way because he's doing handstand push-ups. Some barbells fall over. He jumps over one pair, gets knocked by the second one, and he gives this... I thought it was an interesting line. Maybe it's not. You be the judge. Quote, with 20 times the gravity, you get 20 times the pain.
I mean, that one's better than mine, which is just like, whoever said no pain, no gain really wasn't kidding.
Whoa. He knows that slogan?
Our Goku is learning. He's learning on this ship. I'm assuming there's a library somewhere down there.
He's got a copy of Pumping Iron.
My God.
The Schwarzenegger movie? With Lou Ferrigno.
Anybody want a senzu bean?
R.I.P. No, that's Andre the Giant.
Oh wait, yeah, I got my big men mixed up.
He was the Hulk in the 70s. 70s
All
Hulk.
Right. So as our scene earlier has probably alluded to, Frieza don't want to keep no word because he gets the 6-star ball, and then it was like, I had no intention of keeping my word, you silly Namekian. I now need to know where the last 2 Dragon Balls are, and if you don't tell me, I'm going to beat it out of you. And then Dodoria proceeds to try to beat it out of him. I mean, as far as the show goes to set up villains, which I think during the DBZ era are some of my favorite villains of all time, I'd have to say, in terms of like how they categorize them as like ruthless and cunning and insanely strong. I think that's like the DBZ thing is every major villain is insanely strong and very smart. And yeah, it's good because in response, the elder says, kids, run, go get help. And then the elder prepares to fight Dodoria using his mouth cannon. You think he's going to hit the elder, and then he hits a child. He hits the kid.
Yeah, he hits, as you mentioned in the scene, it's cargo, which from research that was sent to us that we'll read later on in the episode, we know that's probably a play on escargot.
Fair.
My cargo, 150, swiftly. That's the only reason I brought that up.
No, it's very fair. Very fair. Little levity as we watched a child get murdered.
Oh, that's right. A child died.
Yeah. I have multiple sad faces on my notes because of that.
Dodoria definitely summoned death. It's bad. It's a bad thing. And then following it up with, of course, the elder tries to fight. Dodoria after images behind him, and I thought he was going to put him in a headlock, and then we were going to get to commercial there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh no, he's in a headlock. What now? No, he just snaps. No. He just snaps the elder's neck, and there's a big old crack.
It's brutal. It's so brutal.
So in the early Saiyan fight with Nappa tearing up the Z fighters, I don't think there was this brutality to it, and I think part of why it was so sad is just because we had seen these characters and they were all big toughies, and now they're no longer toughies. Yeah,
it was like they just trained for a year, and it did less than nothing for them.
Where this one is just the efficiency and speed of at this point just Dodoria.
Yes.
is really you're getting such a big sense of danger. You realize that they mean business, which is weird to say in Dragon Ball.
Well, I think it's fair fair to say that because I mean Nappa didn't really mean business in the Saiyan saga. Nappa just wanted to have some fucking fun. He was bored and wanted to blow some shit up. You know, it didn't get down to business until Vegeta stepped in.
And even the Vegeta fight is still very much a honor thing to a degree.
Right.
Where this is just, no, we're on the clock. We have things to do. Let's finish this up. The elder drops, the pupils get erased from his eyes. And Dodoria is about to finish the job on Dente until Gohan, who had been seething this entire time, tucked away, just can't help it anymore. He yells stop, and then commercial.
Computer, freeze program.
Freezing.
Now, I've come in contact with many different alien races in my time in Starfleet. And I empathize with young Gohan's plight, wanting to save the young Namekian from imminent destruction. But that violates the Prime Directive. I wish there was some other way that I could ingest this content without having to see the Prime Directive violated.
Captain, it's me, Data, again. Real quick.
Yes, Commander Data?
Isn't the Prime Directive mainly dealing with life forms that have yet to master interstellar travel? But the Namekians have mastered interstellar travel?
You make a good point, Commander Data.
Or is this the subsection of the Prime Directive that is mind your own business?
I believe what you're referencing, Commander Data, and your slang has gotten very good. Very good.
Word up, Captain.
Now tell me what's the word, Data?
The bird.
Excellent.
Everyone's heard.
You're speaking to subsection A24, Prime Directive, page 89 in Starfleet Regulation Formula H. Now, in this said subsection, there is no provincial executionary evidence that you can interfere to save the life of a alien race that is imbued in conflict Starfleet has not injected itself into.
I understand now, Captain. We can get back to your original question about ingesting Dragon Ball, perhaps in an audio format.
Thank you, Commander Data. Computer, list all known podcasts about Dragon Ball and also mixing in improv comedy, something I've been learning from Beverly Crusher in my time here on the ship.
Yes, young Wesley is taking classes and will not stop talking about it.
Damn it, Wesley. I told him he could take all of the classes in the holodeck.
He got a scholarship somehow.
Oh, he got a scholarship. I bet you he's on a house team.
Yes, the Starfleet Improv House Team. You know the name.
Yes, I know the name.
I just feel like you'd know it better than I would.
It's infuriating. It's Prime Directive, Schmime Directive.
That seems long, but...
Computer, have you been interacting with Data's slang system?
Oh, I'm the computer. Oh, so did my voice go up? Hinting that I was a different character?
Forgive me, Commander Data.
But Captain, the computer has sent me a readout that there is, as of this time, only one podcast that combines those two elements in the known universe. Kame House Party.
Ah, excellent. Commander Data, I'll be streaming Kame House Party from my ready room. If you need me, I'll be in there.
The computer also suggests that if you are listening to Kame House Party, the best thing to do is to also rate and review it on your listening app of choice. So I guess on Starfleet, on the Starfleet's network.
Ah, yes, of course. I'll make sure to do that. Now I'm headed to my ready room. I hope there will be no more interruptions as I walk into...
Well, also, I was going to say, Captain, one last thing for the computer. It's saying that if you need a review to write, you can just write this one. Quote from the computer, Kame House Party, good. this computer who cannot laugh has somehow discovered a way to laugh because of this podcast? That's right. This podcast will give a computer sentience. Shh, don't tell. 5 stars. Captain, maybe I wasn't supposed to read that last part about the sentience thing, but we can skip over it.
I'll skip over nothing. I'll make sure that all of that is in my 5-star review of Kame House Party on fleetpod.com. Now, for the revelation that our computer has now discovered sentience, Commander LaForge, begin diagnostics on all computer systems. I believe it'll take us 6 hours, and in that time, I will listen to Kame House Party in my ready room.
Oh, hey there, Captain. Sorry, LaForge is out. He had an eye appointment.
Who is this?
It's me, Corin, your holographic friend. I think we met before.
Yes, my holographic friend, Master Corin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll get that. I can get those diagnostics. Us constructs got to stick together. Wink, wink.
Captain, it's me, Worf. We have an intruder. Chubby, and has a sword. I found him in holodeck 4. Hey, let go of me, you big ugly mug.
Yeah, Jerobi, did you sneak into the holodeck so you could pretend to eat beans constantly?
There were so many beans, Corin. So many beans.
Did you at least, I don't know, pretend you were in some sort of 19th century murder mystery or in a cowboy town?
No, it was literally just a field of sensu beans growing uncontrollably. It was heaven.
If you eat a hologram, it's not going to fill you up. It's pointless. Huh? Literal empty calories.
No! Oh, I had all the beans. I'm
gonna have to talk Yajirobe down from this one. But you folks at home, get back to the show.
Who are you talking to? Is it Q?
I'm sure some of them, their names start with Q.
As I said before, I'll be in my ready room.
I'll be going to Data, will be going to Wesley's show. I said I would, and I can't back out of it. Anyone else want to let us know what their plans are?
No. Oh, boy. Well, welcome back from that commercial. Holy moly. Talk about intergalactic planetariums and prime directives and stuff. Gohan just straight up violates it at this point. And I loved it. I was on board the minute I knew Gohan was going to get up. And Gohan launches a sneak attack, kicks Dodoria in the face. It says, and I quote, "Take that, you jerk."
My Gohan says, "Does that teach you?" Followed by,
"Oh yeah, I love it."
Followed by, "I'm going to take you down."
Oh, your Gohan's way more badass than mine.
I love seeing this badass Gohan.
We got an angry badass Gohan that gets some backup from a reluctant badass Krillin.
Calls Gohan an idiot, grabs Dende, and then they fly out of there, which is the correct move.
Mm-hmm. It's a smart move. Dodoria is in pursuit, but we get a cut back to Frieza and Zarbon talking.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and I love this. I love this so much that I think Zarbon's like, "Hey, Lord Frieza, what do you think we should do? Should we call for backup?" And Frieza's response is, "Zarbon, have you lost faith in me? Do you think these minor nuisances are any problem for me?" And like while he's saying that, there's heat rising off of his being. He gives a sideways glance to a mountain, and the mountain evaporates. It explodes and disappears. Oh, I was like, "Oh, that's a heat check. Oh, that's a Frieza heat check." Like that is Kyrie hitting like 5 threes in a row, coming off the bench in the second half and drilling one from half court. It's so hard. It's so hardcore.
Yeah, it's a very good moment. Mine's a bit more subtle. Frieza using some metaphors here. Because I think the general idea is that Zarbon he's a little concerned, right? That's the vibe he's giving off. He's not quite sure about these non-Namekians.
Mm-hmm.
And then in mine, Frieza almost mindlessly says, quote, that mountain is in the way. It's a little bit of a nuisance. Then blinks, mountain go boom, just to dust, to nothingness. And then again, more mindlessness, just sort of, now our visibility is clear.
Mm.
And that was, yeah, so a little more subtle.
I like, I wish they could have met in the middle on mine, at least, to kind of keep that. And maybe I'm misquoting. So if you have the correct quote and you want to correct me, you can send it to kamehousepartypod@gmail.com or hit me up, or any of us, both of us up on our social medias at kamehouseparty across all social medias. Okay, there, I did it.
We're still going to do it at the end, but we did it now.
Still going to do it at the end, but I did it now.
Yeah, it's something like the bald one and the bowl cut one, those little dorks. They're just something in our way, Zarbon. And you know what we do with something in our way?
Do we comb out the kinks, Lord Frieza? Like I do to my hair?
I do see you doing that every morning. 100 strokes, correct?
100 brush strokes, 100 combs.
Oh, you go from brush to comb.
And then I use dry shampoo.
Mm-hmm.
Keeps it fresh. You can't wash it every day, Lord Frieza, or it'll frizz out.
You think I don't know about hair?
Oh,
Zarbon.
Lord Frieza, I did not mean to imply that there was something you, in your greatness, did not know about.
I'm narrowing my gaze.
Oh, Lord Frieza, please. Please, I don't need to be blinked upon.
I'll blink you. I'll blink you. I'll blink you before you hit the ground.
Please, Lord Frieza, no blinky blinky.
Just, I have hair, I choose not to show it.
Absolutely, Lord Frieza, and your horns are polished to perfection.
It's more maintenance to do horns.
As everyone in the Frieza Force is aware.
Mm-hmm. That's why I get to be late to meetings.
Yes, and that wonderful hashtag you started, horns over hair. Hashtag horns over hair.
Mm-hmm. Maybe I should start implementing a all horns policy amongst the Frieza Force. How do you feel about that, Zarbon?
Lord Frieza, if that is your wish, Zarbon will of course comply.
You're clutching you're tightly clutching your braid. You're giving it little kisses.
I'm attached to it, Lord Frieza. It's special to me.
I'm not an unreasonable being. I mean, this is just idle chit-chat amongst co-workers, even though I am your direct superior.
Yes, Lord Frieza.
We're one big family, right?
Yes, Lord Frieza. One big family. May I suggest that could I categorize my ponytail as a tail itself and not hair, Lord Frieza?
I'll bring it up at the next board meeting. The board is just me. I put on some music. I can tell you this because we're co-workers. I blaze one. Even though there's a strict no drug use policy in the Frieza Force.
Yes, we get tested regularly.
Mm-hmm. Actually, now that you mentioned it, I got the cup right here.
Lord Frieza. Yeah, of course. I will evacuate into this cup, and you can test it for any kind of drugs.
Don't go behind the rock. I need to see. To confirm.
Yes. As we are all family in the Frieza Force, there is no modesty.
Except for no one can look upon. No one will see me pee.
We wouldn't dare, Lord Frieza.
The papers. The papers would have a field day if they saw that.
Ah, yes, I am. I filled it to the brim, Lord Frieza.
Overflowing per my request.
It's okay.
Scene. I don't know what that was.
All I'm going to say is we may be discovering some things about Frieza that we did not know previously.
We muddled around it a bit, but I think Frieza definitely treats the Frieza Force like a company that's like, we're all family and we're all into this together. And we have mandatory outside of work get-togethers.
Oh, absolutely. And they're all at Frieza's behest, and usually they're like Saturday mornings.
Well, I get up at 5 a.m. and I do my workout. I read my Tim Ferriss.
Please stop. Please stop. This is flashing back to work-life balance issues.
I'm sorry.
Where previously, and this may be my or may be somebody else's experience that they've told me, there is a meeting set at 6 a.m. when the company does not open until 10. That is when a meeting was set by a higher up, because that's when they get up.
When I worked at a movie theater in my younger days, we would have meetings on occasion, and they were on a Saturday morning before we opened. But you always got paid for it, baby. You got an extra hour on that.
That's real nice. That's great. That's so great for you, and that is a responsible employee policy. Dare I say? I can't believe I have to say it, but it's a perk.
Because hourly, man.
Hey, but at times better to be an hourly man than a salary man.
Mm-hmm.
How about that?
I can't wait for that movie, Hourly Man versus Salary Man. And for them to mess up them saying it.
Of course. The trailers. Hourly and celery man.
Yeah. Kick red leather, yellow leather to the curb. Mm-hmm. Put that in your repertoire.
Come on, theater heads. Add that to your monologues.
Goku again. I only bring it up because I have to mention that this is some dangerous weight use technique. He's doing handstands, and then I'm going to say leg presses with just loose-ass barbells.
Yeah.
No, please don't.
Do not try at your local gym.
One, don't go to gyms right now.
God, don't go to gyms right now.
I want to so bad. I got my gym. I'm not some. You've all seen me. I'm not some gym rat.
You know, lunkhead. You're not setting off any lunk alarms.
Yeah, but I have a gym membership. I think the gym I go to is very good for the price. They waived fees in the beginning, but then they stopped. I don't want to cancel it just because it's a hassle, because I physically have to go there because gyms are horrible for membership.
Good Lord.
For changing memberships. Ugh. But I'm not going to go to the gym. I'm like, no, I will pay this small amount, but still.
Mm-hmm. It's turned into a convenience fee.
That's it. It's like, I don't want to go there and deal with it. And then when things get back good again to, I don't want to deal with a mild inconvenience. So here's my money, assholes. But I forgot where I was going with this. Don't go to gyms, I guess is what I'm saying. Even though I want to real bad. The only
gym you're allowed to go to right now is currently in use by Goku, because it's the only private gym that you can assure no one will be there. That should be the gym that we open, is the Capsule Corp gym. That is that pod. You get in it, you work out for 6 days straight, and then you come back, and then somebody else gets in it. There's also an espresso machine, the funniest device, and whatever other accoutrement that Dr. Briefs has put in there.
That's essentially a modern gym. You got the juice bar. You got the massage chair. Always a nice perk.
Always a nice perk.
But yeah, we get to the tail end of this episode, which is just a chase, and I feel like the animators maybe wipe their brow in relief at the scene. Not that they did a bad job, but I feel like a flying chase is easier to animate when it's just a bunch of lines.
Oh, yeah.
And people just kind of jiggling in place.
Mm-hmm. All you have to animate is the flying aura.
Some antennae from a Dende.
Mm-hmm.
Dodoria is very fast. He catches up. Causes Dende to drop. Grabs Krillin by the leg. Krillin headbutts the door. A lot of headbutts in this episode.
Oh, yeah.
Which I would be afraid of, because I believe earlier, I forgot to mention this, after he headbutts Gownie, he slaps his head in a fun manner. I'm like, oh, he's got that spiky head.
That's true.
I don't want to headbutt that.
It's like that whenever a real person tries to do a headbutt. Like, have you ever seen a drunk person try to headbutt somebody else?
Thankfully, no. But continue.
Oh, it looks bad, and it's always bad for both parties. I don't know why anybody thinks that they are action movie stars who have the toughest foreheads.
There's a famous wrestler, Chris Benoit, who went nuts because of CTE.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, because of CTE, because his finisher move was the flying headbutt.
Yeah, that'll give you some CTE.
And I mean, this is a dark episode. You could look if you look up Chris Benoit, you know about it. You know what he did to his family, and it was horrible.
Oh.
And now they're like, yeah, CTE, you lose impulse control. Yeah, don't headbutt. It's bad. It's a desperation move.
Last resort. That's a comment. That's a KHPSA.
We're teaching we're teaching you how to weightlift. We're teaching you how to fight. We got to change our category to education.
Edutainment. That's what we are. But yeah, remember, only use the headbutt as a last resort.
Listen to Papa Roach. Heed their advice.
Yeah. But yes, Dende is falling. Gohan grabs him at the last possible moment. The encounter, the chase continues to ensue. Krillin in his mind is he saying this in his mind or is it out loud? It doesn't matter. He's like, oh, I'm all out of tricks. I don't know what to do. Wait a minute. He's got one last trick up his sleeve.
But before we get to his ace in the hole, mine was essentially Gohan like, hey, let's land and fight this dude. Krillin's like, no, we can't fight this guy. We just need to keep flying. And it almost seemed it was definitely that pack move. Like, we'll just fly forever, and this is our life now. This will be fine. We're sky people now. We've adopted our green sun.
We are now living in the world of Legend of Zelda and the Skyward Sword. We'll never fall.
We're gonna make what's the place in BioShock Infinite? The Sky Town.
God. Sky Kentucky or whatever the fuck it's called.
Skytucky.
Skytucky.
I interrupted. Please let us know the good thing that Krillin does.
Oh, yeah. Krillin used that big old brain of his and figures out that he can use the solar flare technique that he learned from Tien Shin Han to temporarily blind Dodoria, giving them enough room to escape and hide.
The end.
That's kind of it. We get a lot of cuts of Krillin being smugly scared, which is a fun emotion to see.
The last shot that got me was just Dodoria flying overhead in a circle.
It's in a big circle.
I don't know. It was very humorous to me.
Because he's a big chunky man. He's flying around in a big circle.
Yeah, you really get an idea of his girth in these episodes and some of these latter shots. But yeah, like that's it. They're the boy we haven't officially met Dende, but he's here.
Mm-hmm. He's here. He's exhausted and fell over. He's had a busy day, Dende.
Oh man, yeah. He had a peaceful life up to this point. He probably wasn't even around for those disasters that almost destroyed the planet.
That's true.
But well, I mean, he'll be there for one of the for the most recent one.
Oh man. Now we're going to have to be looking at this episode through like the rest of this saga through Dende's eyes and how purely terrifying it must be.
Oh yeah, of course, like definitely worse than what Gohan had to go through.
Right.
Gohan made friends along the way. Well, Dende did too.
Yes and no. Are they using me? I don't know.
Yeah. Oh man. Well, I'm sure we'll have some scenes about the anxiety of friendship and people's motives. But we got to get to, we got a bunch of research. We got a bunch of mail. Everyone wants to talk about that horny Goku. But first, I will read this from the Kame House Party Discord in the KHP research section. Noah wanted to let us know that the elder Namekian, Old Finger Guns, is named Mori, which is a play on Katasumiri, meaning snail. And that most Namekians have either musical instrument or snail/slug based names.
Huh.
And Honeybee chimes in with a Snail as in wink, wink, nail.
Ah, okay. Now I see where you pulled escargot.
Mm-hmm. From Notorious B.I.G.
Slug.
Yet Slug was mentioned. If someone wants to tell us the origin of Dende,
That'll be a great addition to that thread.
my first thought is al dente.
Al dente. Yeah.
But we'll find out, or maybe someone will let us know. I don't know about you, Vince, but I got some personal messages about horny Goku. Everyone's talking about it.
It seemed to spark the internet ablaze.
So power listener Jake has written to us again. It's been a while. With the subject line horny Goku thoughts. I'm glad that's structured in that manner. They say, just thinking there might be something to Aaron's idea of Saiyans having a fight or funk instinct. Thank you for the censorship. During the week before the Cell Games, when Goku didn't really care about training, is a time when it's implied Goten was conceived. So maybe it is one or the other, at least with Goku. As always, you guys are awesome. Keep fighting. Thank you for being on my side, Jake.
I think that's some good evidence. That's some really good evidence. I appreciate that. Thank you, Jake.
Yeah, that's true.
The timeline checks out.
Yeah, canonically, he's like, you know what? I'm done with training. I'm good. I know how this is going to go down.
Right, because he at that point, he is resigned to the fact that he can't beat Cell. Only Gohan can. So why would he train anymore? It's right after they got out of that hyperbaric time chamber, and he puts Vegeta in the lowest place.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that line is so good. I don't know, like Kakarot. Are you suggesting that you're stronger than me? I'm not really suggesting, Vegeta. But you guys can go train all you want in the hyperbaric time chamber. I don't know if it'll do you any good. Gohan and I are going to relax. I was like, oh, brutal.
I'm the main character. You know that, right?
Yeah, it literally was Goku acknowledging plot armor in his own world.
So thank you, Jake. But some people are against our radical ideas about Goku.
Well, I was just going to say, Aaron, maybe we're wrong.
Maybe we're wrong. We shall see. Welcome back, Bucket.
Edge of the comments.
Because Master Researcher Nick has written to us. I'd say the vibe of this email is angered, perturbed nonetheless, because the subject is, what kind of kangaroo court is this? Oh, boy.
Oh, no. I'm bracing for impact here.
Nick writes, I am frankly disgusted by the court's clear bias against not only my client Goku, but the evidence I have in his favor as well. Such a nakedly underhanded tactics in a court of podcast law. And podcast law is capitalized, so you know it's serious.
Oh, no.
Those are proper nouns.
I'm shaking in my boots.
First, you say that DBZ Kai is revisionist history, despite the fact that both the Japanese and English dubs are more faithful to the manga, as well as the Japanese dub of Kai being nearly identical to the Japanese dub of the original Z. If anything, I say that the original English dub is revisionist history on Funimation's part, not Kai, even though my evidence came from the Japanese dub. But anyway, is all I'm going to say. Second, you use the wedding dress arc of original Dragon Ball to provide evidence for the plaintiff's case, despite that arc being very much filler. And even if it weren't, Goku suggestively telling Grandpa Gohan to have fun with Anin is an invention of the English dub, not shared by the Japanese dub. Lastly, this feels like a lot of shade towards you, is what I'll say.
It's fine. I'll take it.
You're not going to defend yourself? Or do we need to get to the end?
Oh, we need to get he's not finished his statement.
Oh, no, it's like halfway through. Lastly, the trump card of my argument. During Super's Goku Black Arc, episode 60 of the anime, and chapter 18 of the manga, when Future Trunks is feeding a senzu bean into an unconscious future Mai's mouth like a bird, Goku has these choice words to say. And you know what? We don't always do this, but I'm going to play it on the pod. So, Aaron, cut this dead air out.
Or inject a cart wheeling a TV into a courtroom sound.
Okay, here it is. Some audio evidence for this audio courtroom.
Whoa! What was that, Trunks? You put your mouth on hers. That's so weird. Kakarot, you've never kissed someone? Huh? No, of course not. Why? You're married and have children. Yeah, duh, but what's that have to do with kissing? You... Oh, no way. No, tell me, is that like something people do?
Okay. Okay.
All right.
All right. Now, I must remind the court that we are not here to discuss whether or not my client is an emotional abuser, but rather whether or not he is horny. And while the super anime and manga can differ in a variety of ways, the fact that this instance is so very close in both versions show that it is canon that Goku is too infantile and smooth-brained to know what kissing is. And if he is so innocent and naive to know what kissing is, how can we expect him to have any clue as to what sex is or even means? And if he doesn't know what sex is, I must once again ask, how the hell did Chi-Chi conceive at least 2 kids from Goku? I'm not out of order. You're out of order. This whole franchise is out of order. Keep fighting, Master Researcher Nick. I have thoughts, but since this was mainly attack on you, Vince, I will give you the floor is now yours.
Now I know how all those giants feel in Attack on Titan. As a tall person, I feel attacked. I say. My opponent makes some very fine points and brings together quite a bit of evidence. But I may be a humble space chicken, but I know that instinctually the Saiyans must be able to procreate, or else why would Lord Frieza destroy them? Why would they be a threat to the universe if there was a finite number? I ask you this. So, in defense of my argument that Goku is in fact horny and thus suppressing it during times of battle, it is instinctual that when Goku is in a place of safety and regularity that he may in fact become horny when he is done training and fighting. I will not rest until this court sees my case through to its end. That's basically it. I think look, I think Nick is right. I do. But for the sake of my pride, I will say that I think Goku is instinctually horny and doesn't acknowledge. I mean, he doesn't need to know all the things about how affection is expressed. He doesn't need that to understand that, like, hey, there's a point in which Chi-Chi's body is going to be ready and my body's going to be ready to do a thing. Because in my mind, he may be smooth-brained, but even what is it? How's the song go? These do it. He's do it. Even the trees do it. You know, everything does it.
Well, fall in love is what they were talking about.
And
in the song.
LOVE. There's another 4-letter word for love. If you know what I'm saying.
We've gone against character for gags. Here and there. Stories, movies, TV shows, they'll do it all the time. A character someone will act out of character, and it'll be for a goof. I don't know if that's what this is here, but I can say that Goku is an unreliable narrator because we saw him get kissed by Chi-Chi. Sure, It was on the cheek, but come on.
He got married. The marriage is sealed with a kiss. You may now kiss the bride. That had to have happened.
I know we technically didn't. We saw the aftermath. Other scenario, Pretty Woman rules. Maybe Chi-Chi doesn't want to be kissed on the lips.
Maybe.
She's like, no, let's keep this professional.
Okay. Let me just say, I think Nick can see how we're flailing right now, that he has us dead to rights.
If I had to give percentages, I'd say 65-35.
Okay.
That's 65 is in Nick's quarter.
Absolutely.
If it's just the question of, is Goku horny? Here, I'll ask this of everyone. Everyone's loving this horny talk for some reason. Just the controversy of the case, right? This is all CNN is running.
Absolutely.
They've got experts. They're trying to get an interview with Goku.
Wolf Blitzer is on the scene.
Yeah, not in studio, which is...
No, he's there at the courtroom.
So I guess I will ask, what would we have to see Goku do to believe that he was horny? Because I thought we did it. I thought him looking at a butt implies horniness.
Mm-hmm.
Very rarely am I looking at a butt. I looked at butts. I'll admit it.
Hey, you're human.
It's not for it. Sometimes it's pants. Sometimes it is pants. I'll give that. Sometimes it is pants.
Sometimes you gotta give ups to the pants, no matter who's in them. Like those pants fit that man right today.
That wallet is too thick. Put it in your front pocket, please.
Mm-hmm. That bulge in your pants. It's an unruly key ring.
That skull can you've been keeping in those jeans for years. They've really dug into that back pocket. That might be more regional than universal. But yeah, what would Goku have to do that anyone would say clearly Goku's horny? And is that present in Dragon Ball anywhere? So now that we've had our discussions back and forth, I'm still on the fence. I could go either way. But what evidence do we need, and is it out there?
This is gonna take my career as a lawyer. I know that for sure.
Yeah, judges all the time are like, you know what, guys, can we come back?
Yeah, so this is a recess, and we're going out for independent research.
Not us.
Not us. Yeah. We're asking you.
Yeah, and I don't want to politicize this thing. It's a matter of law. It's not something some candidate can use to garner favor with their base.
There we go.
Let's not do that.
This discussion is not on the ballot, okay?
I mean, even though 2024, I will run on a pro horny Goku platform,
and I will be your vice.
We'll pull a Parent Trap where we switch off.
There we go,
between president and vice president.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Look, Joe won't want to run against me. I'm a former Delawarean.
Joe just wants one and done.
Oh yeah.
We'll see. So, in conclusion, what do we need to see to confirm that Goku is horny? Because he can't prove a negative. I'm sorry, everyone. So we need proof that he is horny, not that he's not horny.
There we go.
So what evidence do we need, and is it out there? Let us know at the usual places. But let's end on a positive note from power listener Jacob, who writes, "What's up, guys? My podcast is growing to a small size, and I've started doing episodes for it again. Also, as of today, the new Super Smash Bros. Characters has been announced to be revealed today." This is before the announcements came. But that's all I wanted to say. So keep fighting. And man. I'm glad you're having a good day.
Tell us about your good days.
Yeah.
That's also fun.
How do you feel about Sephiroth?
Me? Are you asking me right now?
Yeah, why not? You're here. Sure.
I haven't even watched the reveal. So that's my first step. And step number 2 is going to be dusting off my old Switch for that Smash. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it.
Again, why not Goku?
I leading up to the Smash rumors, you know what I heard, Aaron?
What'd you hear?
I heard that somebody. See, this is why I don't get on Reddit. But somebody said All Might was going to be in Smash.
The synergy there is palpable. I'll admit.
I would love I think Todoroki would be a great Smash character. All of them would be good Smash characters. He says Smash all the time.
If instead of an arena fighter for My Hero like we have, if it was a platform, if they just copied Super Smash Brothers, you could keep the name.
Yeah, you could.
Just change brothers to heroes.
Yeah, Super Smash Heroes.
We can't get into this. This episode's so long now. We just had a big look. While we're saying, please put some anime in there.
Anime and Smash more.
Mm-hmm. But thank you all again for all the kind words and also the harsh words. We'll take our lumps.
That's right.
No love loss.
No love lost. I don't think we need to do any additional promotions. Y'all know where to send all the stuff, where to email, where to find us on social media.
Well, we have to do a few things because there's going to be some changes to our streaming schedule.
Oh, right.
This month. As many of you, maybe all, know, we stream regularly on twitch.tv/Kame House Party. And the last 2 weeks of December, if you're listening to this on release, we will be moving our streams to Wednesdays at 8 p.m. So because of the holidays this week, so the 17th of December, regular time, Thursday. Week after that, we'll be streaming on December 23rd at 8 p.m. And then the week after that, we'll be streaming on December 30th after that at 8 p.m. And then we'll be back to the regular thing in January. We also have to say that this is the last regular episode for the year.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Next week, we'll have our now annual tradition, our holiday special, which we haven't done yet, but we hope you enjoy it.
Shh. Don't tell them that. But yeah, you're going to love it.
They know it's improv. They know we just make it up like a bunch of dum-dums.
Of course we do.
So look forward to that. But then we'll be back come January. So I guess now's the time to say, like, what a year, huh?
Truly. I think, when you just focus on the podcast, we made a lot of moves, and we've done quite a bit in 1 year, from starting all the streaming stuff to, the Extra Life stream.
The guests we've had and the new friends we've made. It feels nice to know that we're meeting new people and that we have so many lovely, wonderful fans, and that it feels like we grew, and that's nice. Especially this year, which has just been hard for all of us, super duper hard for some of us, and I'm sorry this year fucking sucked, man. But I hope we were able to give you a little levity this year to help you forget your troubles, because y'all definitely helped us forget ours for a bit. So thank you to everyone so much for, in podcast terms, a very good year.
And as the Quakers say, that friend speaks my mind. So everything that Aaron just said, I echo it. I echo it loudly and proudly. Y'all rock. Aaron, you rock especially. It continues to be a fun ride.
And Vince, I dare say you rock the dragon.
Ooh, rock the dragon, rock the dragon. All right.
Yeah,
my cats are getting very mad at me because I've been locked away in here and they can't get to me.
Oh,
they love it. They love the podcast as well.
But again, thank you all for everything. New year, new stuff. We hope you all come along for us as we continue onward.
That's right. And let's see if I can do
for the whole year. Yes, for the whole year. Can you do it? I believe in you.
No matter if you are starting an unofficial Discord for a podcast you like, reaching out to podcasts because they're cool and you think that you're cool too. Or if you're trying to record this last line while your cat takes a dump in the litter box, you gotta
Keep
fighting. Gosh, does it smell? Oh boy.